It's official. California has approximately 12 months of potent water left, according to Governor Jerry Brown. Official as of April 1st, 2015, California citizens will have water restrictions for the first time ever. However, is water conservation the most effective way to go? Is there a wiser decision? Today I'm here to tell you that as a California resident, you should be willing to drink recycled wastewater. Through extensive research, I have come to learn of 3 reasons as to why you should drink recycled wastewater. Drinking recycled wastewater is safer than existing treated water supplies, cheaper than existing treated water supplies, and is already being done locally and globally. I will also be responding to some opposing views. Let us begin with why and how recycled wastewater is safer than existing treated water supplies. Wastewater goes through a rigorous process to become drinkable. Wastewater goes through what is called primary treatment, which involves the removal of 80% of solids and having the water discharged to the ocean. Wastewater then goes through secondary treatment, where bacteria gets added in order to ingest organic solids. Tertiary treatment filters the water to remove water solids that remain, disinfects it with chlorine, and removes salt. After all 3 levels of treatment, wastewater has to go through advanced treatment, which involves reverse osmosis, a process that eliminates viruses, bacteria, protozoa, and pharmaceuticals. If this isn't enough for you, don't worry. The recycled water still goes through the standard water purification process all drinking water undergoes to meet U.S. Environmental Protection Agency standards, according to Renee Cho from the Columbia Water Center. Cho also states that there are fewer contaminants in recycled wastewater compared to existing treated water supplies. According to New York Times author Elizabeth Roy, the purity of water that leaves recycled wastewater plants is measured by TDS, total dissolved solids. The lower the number, the cleaner the water is. The TDS of wastewater that comes into recycled wastewater plants is usually higher than 1,000. The TDS of water that leaves the recycled wastewater plant is 30, while the TDS of most bottled spring water is between 35 and 46. Now that we have seen just how safe recycled wastewater is, let us move on to how it is cost efficient. According to Renee Cho from the Columbia Water Center, recycled wastewater is less expensive than desalinating seawater. In Orange County, it costs between $800 to $850 to produce enough recycled water for 2 families of 4 for a year. Desalinating an equal amount of seawater would require between $1,200 to $1,800 because of the amount of energy needed. Orange County Water District Manager Mike Marcus states, "The main cost is energy. However, the energy cost of reverse osmosis has come down by 75% since the 1970s, while emerging technologies such as aquaporin may reduce it even further. Even now, the cost is favorable compared with desalination or imported water in California." Recycled wastewater companies such as Applied Cleantech have been able to aid other nations. For example, Applied Cleantech has helped a UK wastewater treatment plant to lower its operating costs by 30%. Additionally, they have also helped them lower their carbon footprint and emissions. Now that we understand how recycled wastewater is cost effective, let us look at how people within the nation and around the world are already drinking it. According to CNN author Kieran Monks, the UN's warning that half the world population will face water scarcity 15 years from now due to accelerated climate change and population growth, nations have already begun to recycle wastewater for drinking purposes. Even America has already started. California's Orange County Water District produces 70 to 100 million gallons of recycled wastewater today and reaches 70% of residents. According to Stephen Swartz from Fox News, in the latter part of 2014, San Diego launched a $2.5 billion plan to recycle wastewater for drinking purposes. According to author Jessica Molden, Wichita Falls, Texas launched a wastewater to drinking water project in 2014 as well. New Mexico is also already drinking recycled wastewater, according to the New Mexico Water and Wastewater Association. America isn't the only nation that is slowly becoming in favor of drinking recycled wastewater, but other places around the globe are too. According to Renee Cho from the Columbia Water Center and CNN author Kieran Monks, Perth, a city in Australia, has been drinking recycled wastewater since 2009, Singapore since 2003, and Namibia, South Africa since 1969. I understand that this evidence may still not be enough for some of you, so allow me to address some opposing views. If you're like cancer specialist David Hendrick, you may fear that recycled water may still not be safe enough to drink. Hendrick claims, "It doesn't matter how purified recycled water plants say their water is. There is still a chance it may contain hidden pharmaceuticals that can cause cancer." Like most of us, Hendrik fears the uncertain. However, he fails to understand that Namibia, South Africa, has been drinking recycled wastewater for nearly 50 years, and to date, there has been no negative health impacts connected with the consumption of recycled wastewater, according to Renee Cho from the Columbia Water Center. In 2001, the LA community shut down a $55 million water recycling project due to their disgust at the fact that city officials wanted them to drink what was once contaminated sewage. Right now, you may feel the same disgust. Psychologist Paulin states, studies have repeatedly shown that people have a strong aversion to consuming potentially contaminated food or drink. The yuck factor applies even when they know the food or water is clean. However, it is time we get over this psychological yuck factor and understand that even bottled water was once contaminated too. Some even containing aminal sewage, and through purification processes have been made safe to drink. In conclusion, I have shared with you the reasons why you should be in favor of drinking recycled wastewater. It is safer than existing treated water supplies, cheaper than existing water supplies, and American states and other nations are already doing it. I have also responded to the claims of fear of negative health impacts of consuming recycled wastewater and its psychological factors that prohibits many from consuming it. Currently, this is the best option for our health, our pockets, and the environment. I'll leave you with this quote from the Columbia Water Center. The truth is that all water is being recycled over and over. No water on earth is truly pristine. We're going to drink recycled water one way or another. Our best option is to do it through engineered systems where we can actually control the process.